Alright, welcome back. Figure I'll do one more episode tonight. Because I am a greedy little guy and I want more skyscrapers. Wants them. However, I have kind of a dilemma. What is that dilemma, you wonder? The dilemma is that I really like the look of these guys. I don't want to get rid of them. And this guy growing in here, I like the look of him too. I don't want to get rid of him. Kind of surprised about this guy though still. Didn't know it'd be a 3 by whatever. I thought it'd be a 4 by something or other. 4 by 4. Why did I do that? Can't tell. I guess it's commercial office? I don't even remember. Oh, there it is. Commercial office. Yeah, okay. If it was commercial service, then I'd realize why I did what I did. Because, you know, I need to get rid of all this friggin' commercial service that I have demands for. That was stupid. Now, I need these guys right smack dab next to my, what is it? Next to my mass transit. Because those guys really have the highest chance of getting up there in the... What the crap am I doing? What is that supposed to be? 5 by something? It probably is a 5 by something. It's probably a 6 by something. But I'll have to experiment with that some other time. Build, my minions! Yes! Another skyscraper is building out of the ground. What the heck is your problem? 7 jobs? I don't know what you think you're doing, but you're gonna stop that, right? About now. Shut up, I don't care. Alright, so that's another skyscraper. Likes it. Ooh, commercial office is gone. And our services cannot get any higher. That's why they're trying to force themselves in there. So let's go ahead and go abracadabra, abracadabra, zoot, and zooty. Some more abracadabra, and maybe an alakazam. That looks good. You know, let's go ahead and do some here too, huh? Maybe here and here? I don't know, just kind of throwing stuff around, seeing what I get. And that's like right next door, and someone did recommend that I do some commercial, literally smack dab against there, so... Might get something, might not, who knows, I don't know what I'm doing in this game. I have no idea. I'm just doing what looks cool. That's all I'm doing. But alright, we've got our little demand for commercial office, okay. That, I like a positive demand. Negative demand, you have a problem. And these buildings might start going, all bad on you. But alright, this guy's kinda working. Kinda, sorta. This one's not. Let's see, what's the problem? What's your problem, Bob? Okay, you got fire. Or, yeah, police, rather. Sorry, that's police. You've got... barely have fire. But you do have fire, so... Oh, dear God. These guys are not building up. Why? What did I do to you? I didn't do anything. I did nothing. Here. I love you long time. Build up, I say. They don't like they don't like the east side. West side's all happy. East side's kinda pissed. That ain't good. Are we all connected up over here? Subway. No, we aren't. Okie dokie. Boink. boink. Got some orange. Got some red. Ugh, that ain't good. Let's go ahead and maybe see if we can kill that a bit. I don't know. See what we can do over there. Now, you're probably also noticing I have a little road. Wow, frames. A little road going off screen here. Well, not a little road. I've got two frickin' highways going off screen. I'll show you what's over there in a minute. I'll show you about that in a minute. Oh, alright. That's awesome. I looked away, looked back, and they built. Well, isn't that nice? But I have negative demand, so I don't want to keep this building. I don't want anything to happen to my offices. If I have negative demand, it might get out of there, and I don't really want that. I like it. Take one last look at it at nighttime. Purdy. Actually, not really. These guys are lit up a lot better than these guys. I have to say I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. How can this thing be lit up more than this? But Goldilocks over here is doing pretty well, as is the other custom building that I downloaded. Now, remember, those were grown. I did not plop them down. Some people go ahead and do that in their cities. I kind of find it a little bit cheap. Unless you're trying to specifically make a city. I find the idea of just going and downloading some custom buildings and then going into your landmarks or whatever, and then plopping them and then placing them down there as if it was a landmark. Like, I don't know, what are you? You, I guess. Yeah, like a building like this, which I don't have in my city right now. Why not? You are 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay, that explains why I don't have you. I'll try to get a few of you in there. To grow, not to plop. And same thing like with this. Or if I can get an actual version of what I actually have. Okay, that's definitely not it, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5. I'll see if I can get you in there too. Simulation, here we are. This is what I was looking for. It's an exact copy of what was built here, essentially. But if you download them, they give you an option to plop them or build them. I prefer building them. That way I feel like I've actually earned them. If I just placed them down here, that seems kind of cheap. That seems a bit cheap. Again, my opinion. If you like just plopping them, that's perfectly fine. You know, everyone has their own city. But yeah, that's what I've been doing with Funky Town. I'm getting skyscrapers in here now, which is really, really nice. I want to have this row and this row mostly skyscrapers. Well, maybe just this row. Not this one so much. I'll keep these guys like lower. But here, nice little lined skyscraper just following my highways. That'd be kind of cool, I think. I don't know. The question is, where does the road go, you might be wondering. What is on the other side of this? That's a good question. That is a good question. Essentially, a region this size, I'm going to do all, and this is a daunting task, but if I'm going to do all high wealth, commercial and residential, then I'm going to be needing more than just bootstraps to help me out here. I mean, bootstraps gave me a fairly nice sized city, or beginning city rather. Almost have 100,000 people, which is really, really good. Crap load of commercial jobs, especially my new skyscrapers. Skyscrapers! But it's not going to be able to fill all of this. So I'm going to be needing another city up over here to mirror essentially what I have down below. City over on the right. Similar thing. And last but not least, a city on the left, which I've already gone ahead and started to do. Now, if I was an intelligent person, which I'm going to confess right now, I'm not, I would have done the right side before the left side. Why I did the left side? I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. I want to make things difficult for myself, I guess. But I began building one. So let's go take a look at that. Alright, and with the last few minutes of this episode, I think I'll go ahead and show you Emerald City. Now, before I go ahead and mention anything, thank you again to Kat, who gave me my other city, my rural city of Victoria, and thank you for actually liking rural cities. Person who went ahead and gave me Emerald City, which we can see here, specifically said he didn't want it to be a rural city, so it has to be built up. Therefore, I turned it into a feeder city for Funky Town. Now, Emerald immediately springs to mind green. So I've got parks lining avenues, got parks lining freeways, and trees as filler going right down the edge that will, of course, branch off and go up, down, over, wherever else I want it to be. For the design, I kind of went back to the very, very first SimCity, where, I don't know if you've actually played the first SimCity or not, but you had each, like, building, like this, would be one block that you'd set down. And you essentially built in the optimal pattern, that didn't make any sense whatsoever, of a complete square building surrounding a middle building that could not get out, but didn't really matter. Special building, police building, something like that. So I essentially wanted to go ahead and take that and put it back in here. So I've got a little square with something special in the middle. And I'll fill this out with parks and trees, and over here maybe... or not parks and trees. Over here it's plazas and trees, and maybe parks and trees, and I don't know, whatever else I need to throw in there. I'm trying to sort of keep a SimCity, original SimCity build design here. About as well as I can do anyway, given that was a very old game from a long way since then. Now I know it doesn't look very good, but sorry. As a feeder city, I can't have high wealth, I can have medium wealth, and low wealth, and that's really about it. Now, I'll try to get these guys looking a little bit better, because that's all like a low wealth block, and this is mostly a medium wealth block, so kind of strange. And high wealth commercial services, kind of bleeding it off of Funky Town a bit. But that's what I am doing with Emerald City so far. I hope you like it. I actually like how it's coming out so far. I'm rather pleased with it up to this point. Now I've got two highways because Bootstraps is just giving me a huge headache with traffic. So I figure, got it, learned my lesson. I'm gonna put two freeways in. That way these ramps aren't completely and utterly overwhelmed, and hopefully all will go well. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not, but you never know. 131,000 people so far, it's making money. But nice little feeder city, like I said. I'm going to be needing two more feeder cities after this to make sure that Funky Town can build up, so this is one of them. I'll be taking some time with it, since the name was recommended. But I hope you like what I've done with it so far. I'm going to do most of my building with it off camera, some on, I don't know, depending on what I feel like. But yeah, between building this up and building up Bootstraps, you can see why I wanted a little bit of a break and went back to my rural city. So, I hope you've liked this. Hope the rest of you like this. And I shall see you next episode.